Okay, it's Friday. It's about noon. Do a little update here. Some of you might be wondering what the hell 3G's got to do with this, or 2G. Well, let's see. Well, first of all, let me just preface by saying that I'm allowed a certain amount of latitude in my, since I'm crazy and all that, or that's been alleged. So, and then there's other people that are not interested in all this stuff that I'm posting out there. And like I was saying, that, in that instance, cat videos is what I hear is the way, that's the way to go. So, I'm just putting an image of a cat up there and seeing if it increases interest. Or, it's for the entire family. The girl might be interested in what I'm doing. The dude, he's not interested. So he can look into cat stuff. The 3G is, I got this. It's a new consulting company I'm starting. It's Tres Gatos. That's 3 cats. I'm gonna see if I can get 3 right here real quick. Number 1. First of all, the cat analogy. The mice and the cat. The cat's away, the mice will play. It's not a perfect translation over into respondeat superior, but if you imagine that the mice are working for the cat, then it is. We got a couple instances where the mice are out there playing and the cat doesn't know about it. We know about Florida State University. I'm not sure that Florida State's really sure that they want to be on the hook for all this stuff that their mice are out there doing. So, I've been prevented from calling them, which you take that in combination with the fact that my lawyer's gone underground and won't talk to the FBI or anything like that. So, I'm thinking that there might be a little problem with due process there and right of redress and that loophole called the First Amendment, freedom of association. I'm a FSU alumnus, whether they like it or not. And they're telling me that I can no longer talk to the alumni or anybody at Florida State, even though I went to Florida State and I'm an alumnus from there. So that's one. We got another one. That is the Florida Bar. I'm sure that, they specify that they're not really agents, but they are kind of, aren't they? They're agents of the Florida Supreme Court. I'm not sure that the Florida Supreme Court wants their agents out there doing what I'm thinking that they're doing. There's a part 4 of the Florida Bar up there. I'm just going to paraphrase here just to stay in compliance with what this girl told me. She was not concerned at all that I was asking about, the widening group of attorneys that are involved in a conspiracy. She wasn't worried about that. She was singularly worried about if I was recording the phone call. That was her only concern. I told her I didn't know. I would have to refresh on that, but she was telling me that she didn't know about any call that I'd made 2 weeks prior on that. And, when my mom went and dropped me in Tallahassee, when they took the car while I was just standing there in Tallahassee, one of the places that I had, I had plenty of walking around to do. I had to get out of there. So, I walked past the Florida Bar a couple times. Went up there and, you can't go in the Florida Bar these days, with COVID and what have you. So, therefore, the only channel of communications that they have with the public is through that ACAP number where you call the attorney and talk to them. So that's the only channel of information. I was asking her, first of all, why is it secret? Why would you want something that I'm saying to be secret? You're out here. It's you don't have an expectation of privacy, I would argue. Why do you want that to be secret? we should just all be able to point to your phone call as to how to handle that transaction, how to handle it. It shouldn't be different for me than different from anybody else. And the fact that you want to keep it secret, that suggests that there might be two different standards, and I would argue equal protection under the law in that instance. Also, well, let's see. That's pretty good on that. I think that, if you're an attorney and you can't win that one, and you, first of all, the Florida bar, and then the state Supreme Court's got to say, oh, it was we're really pissed off about Lance recording that. We're not worried about this conspiracy over here. We're more worried that Lance recorded the phone call. And in that instance, I would reach out to the Florida voters, the voters of the state of Florida, and ask that sensible legislation. Somebody needs to pass a bill that there's a carve out that attorneys that are giving advice from the Florida bar in the capacity of public service, because this is real deal. This is my life out here we're playing with. We shouldn't be all getting all worried about keeping your advice secret from everybody else. We should just be able to point to the advice you gave me and say, yeah, that's it. Put it up on the website. But we're not seeing that, I'm guessing, with this girl that didn't want to really talk. She was Johnny on the spot on the laws about recording phone calls. And I think we need to change that in the state of Florida. And there's not really a good argument against it, I don't think. So that's okay. That's a 2G, but 3 if you count the fact that I had to make a modification on the cat and the mice analogy. So we got that going on. All right, I'll be back. Thank y'all for listening.